You know, I've been taking a lot of calls this week about, are we getting a 0% interest rate? The Fed lowered interest rates to near zero. Well, let me explain to you a little bit about how that actually works, because in mortgages, what happens in the federal funds rate does not directly impact mortgage rates. See, mortgage rates are more directly impacted by the mortgage-backed securities, the 10-year note, the stock market, the bond market, and the productivity and the profit margins of the lenders that are issuing the rates. So even though the Fed did lower rates to near zero, all that means is banks are not spending any money to borrow from each other. Their interest rate to borrow money from themselves between banks has gone to near zero. That's what the federal funds rate does. Now, you need to remember the downward pressure that the federal funds rate is putting on mortgage rates and rates all throughout the industry is going to drive mortgage rates down. It definitely should, but it hasn't happened yet, and we're not anticipating that that's going to happen for the next possibly 2 months before we actually see this all settle out. So the best thing you can do today is get prepared. Put together your mortgage application if you're thinking that you want to do that, and let's get the application into processing now so that when the rates do settle in and they come down a little bit more, you'll be poised to capture that rate right away with zero anxiety. I don't want people panicking like they've been panicking in the markets. We don't need to have a toilet paper panic here. We need to keep our heads, be logical, and make sure that we're doing the processes that we need to do to protect our families. That means getting your application in sooner than later, and understanding that even though the Fed and the government are all telling you all these wonderful things, it doesn't mean you're going to see it on Main Street for at least a couple months. So let's be prepared. Call in if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them and help you out. I'm looking forward to working with you and making sure that you do get the best deal available when those rates come down to the level they're going to. Talk soon.